Hello, welcome to Hangout. I'm Josh.
And I'm Jonas.
And we are in denial that it is so rainy. It's raining again. It's
raining
been sunny
again.
for ages and it is raining. So Jerry's gone back to hibernation. That's why you can't see him right now. But we are in our summer clothes. Got my light jeans on. We got our sunny hats. We're still in a dressing gown, but that's okay.
No, this is a cool kind
A
of...
smoking jacket
Exactly.
that
I feel
extends
like
below the knee.
I feel like I'm a millionaire on my yacht, cruising.
Yeah. Sure. This is...
Those vibes.
Yeah.
Summer vibes.
Summer vibes. It is not raining outside, so we closed the blinds. We can't see anything. It is sunny.
It is sunny.
It is sunny.
It is sunny.
But yeah, we're probably going to talk about lots of stuff, so
It's
the
sunny
timestamps
here.
will be in the description below. And
Yeah.
make sure to subscribe and like the video and all that stuff. Yes, I'm a little bit slow on the timestamps lately. I've been busy,
Busy with stuff.
We played
with life.
played
You
video
know how it
games.
is.
You know how it is. Like, there's
Yes.
tons going on at the moment. I
So
just
much
didn't get
going
around
on.
to watching the hour-long video of us talking about Resident Evil yet. And I will. I'll do it after this is up, and then everything will be
And
timestamped.
so should you.
So should you. You know what? If you're a true fan, you'd make the timestamps for us. Because of course you watched the whole video before.
Does that work?
You didn't have time.
They could
do it,
send
actually,
us
yeah.
to it.
No, they could just put it in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
That'd
timestamps
be
work.
epic. Guys.
Get on it.
Get on it. No. But, yeah. We will be talking about loads of stuff.
Yes.
It might be a bit of a misleading statement because this is once again an episode with nothing.
Well, this is the thing. So last time,
Yeah.
I was like, there's no official topics, but I've got some ideas of what to talk about.
Mhm.
And yesterday you said to me, don't worry, I've got this.
I've got this.
And I was like, cool, okay. So I came up with nothing.
Yes.
And it is all in your hands. So if this completely derails, you know who to blame. But if it's successful, I take all the credit.
Okay. Ooh, risky business. No. But there's something that I wanted to talk about because I think it's interesting and it's been coming up lately just like as a topic, and that is how to stay in contact with people. Because like obviously Corona's like everyone's staying at home, and so the only kind of communication or interaction with people that you do have now is digital, virtual.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we can both say like we've definitely talked to our families more than we usually do.
Yes.
Like especially in the setting of like the whole family has gathered to talk to one another. That has definitely happened more, and I also feel like I'm like talking to friends more, like actively searching for those conversations a bit more than usual.
For sure.
I don't know if that's the same for you.
No, so I think we're very different in
In the
terms
way
of.
we
So
can-
you've got a lot of friends from Germany
Yes.
that I hear mention of, and you see in summer and stuff when you're on holiday or going home for
Yes, that is very true.
whatnot. But then like, I remember I was actually surprised. It was like week 1 of quarantine. And I'm like, oh, are you on the phone to? And you're like, I won't name them. But like, I was like, oh, I've heard a lot about this person. I've never seen you actually talk to them
Yeah.
in my life. So I thought that was kind of cool and interesting. So obviously you were meant to be in Germany
Yeah.
before it and to meet up with them.
Oh yeah.
Whereas I've got, I think from my gap year and traveling and stuff, I've got a fair few friends that are spread out anyway.
Yeah.
And I don't see them. Like I never go to the countries where they are or whatnot.
Okay,
so I
yeah,
keep up with them anyway.
Yeah, because there's no other way to.
Yeah.
That's the
So
only
that
thing
doesn't
you do
change.
with them.
Definitely like Glasgow friends.
Uh-huh.
We call every now and then. I don't
Every
know,
now.
text. But like a lot of people are kind of, I mean, no offense if this is you. But
If
like,
this is you.
but like, course friends that are like,
Yeah.
you chat to them in the course and stuff.
Yeah,
and
I mean, because you see them regularly.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So it's the people that you don't talk to over summer, but then in the start of the semester, you're happy to see them. So you're still friends. But like, I'm not like in quarantine, like, oh, I need to talk to them. Like, I can live a week without them.
Yeah.
Admittedly, I have no idea how long quarantine's lasted.
How long has it been?
A month? No, it must be more than that.
Must be almost
6 weeks?
almost 2. Because like I know the
Nearly.
cutoff date was like around the 15th of March.
Right.
So that's definitely 1.5 months.
Okay, so there you go, 6 weeks.
That's crazy.
No, I don't think I've not done the whole like friend Zoom call where you're all sitting on your phone yet.
Oh yeah.
And especially like a lot of my friends are gaming friends anyway.
Mhm.
So like you're
That's how you
friends
interact
digitally
anyways.
anyway. Yeah.
Crazy.
Interesting. As for the family stuff,
Yeah,
That's new.
no, because like I think we had our very first call with like the whole family over Zoom, and I was like, guys, should we just do this again next week? And I was like, we've never scheduled a family meeting like this, and then said, you know what? This was great.
Let's do it again.
Let's do it again in 1 week. I mean, it was great, and I loved seeing my family, but it was just such a strange thing of like, oh yeah, so all of a sudden we want to see each other, scheduled every single week, every Friday. I don't know. It didn't happen, but it has definitely been more regular.
I've had 2 Zoom calls with my family.
I mean, also
the first
birthday.
one was, well, this is the thing. The first one was just like a, oh no, pandemic, how is everyone? And the second one was a birthday, and that was it. And like,
that's fair enough, though.
I think that's fair, but also we don't meet up as a family for birthdays anyway. So like we all get on, but we're just all far apart. You know, we all live in different countries. So it's not often we see everyone. Even at Christmas, we're not all there every year.
But yeah,
so it's bizarre to be like, oh, this is all us now, and it's like, what you've been up to, and like we've been good in terms of managing to keep up with doing stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've got the film coming out soon, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But a lot of them are just kind of like, okay, you're not working, so you're just sitting watching TV. And like my parents, who are like super active outdoorsy people, are now just not doing a lot. So, or at least day to day. Well, yeah, like they painted the shed, and that was like a thing. And it's like, okay, great.
This took only 1 day.
So yeah, I think like in terms of like catch up chat, there's less, and then topics of similarity, there's not a lot.
Yeah,
no, especially that you can talk about and do right now.
I also feel like everyone's asking that kind of question, like, oh, how are you doing? How's quarantine going for you? And everyone has pretty much the same answer, like, oh yeah, I don't know, it's not the most comfortable, but I'm doing fine.
Yeah, whereas I would say I'm doing more than fine. I'm doing good.
I'm doing good as well.
Yeah, no, we've managed this really well, I think.
Yes.
I was laughing at all, not with either though. So I'm gonna go with at. About. I think a lot of people that are
you are like, humoured by.
Yeah, people that have got like these 6-person flats in Glasgow,
yeah,
and like they get on with about half of them a little bit.
Yeah, everyone.
And I'm like, you chose so poorly. You know, find yourself a Jonas,
or a Josh, or a Jerry.
Jerry's
he's best friend.
Although he doesn't do any cleaning.
He doesn't do any cleaning, but he doesn't make a mess. That is
everywhere.
Okay, I don't get that.
Okay.
So.
Well, he is in the living room.
Sometimes.
Not right now because he's sleeping.
He is sleeping. Oh. No, but like he's quiet. He's considerate.
He doesn't complain if you're noisy either.
He doesn't make stinky farts. You know.
Doesn't burp. This is our way to.
I don't know what we're talking about right now. I don't know. It's just Jesus. We just full on turned laddie here. I don't know what's going on.
Well, I was just saying, what you do?
I was just. No. No. I think why I also raised this was obviously because of yesterday's call. So I was calling my friends from Berlin. Shosho and shout out to you guys. No, but it's a group of, how many are we?
6.
10 altogether. We were calling with 6 yesterday because we couldn't all make it. Because
everyone's busy. What is your excuse?
No, because they have university and stuff starting again. We are on like proper holiday. Like we had Easter holidays, and now there would be exam sessions, but I don't have any exams, and like a lot of them are cancelled anyways or online. I don't know. So we are completely out of the university loop. But my German friends, their semester started last week, I think. So yeah, they are busy. In that sense.
Yeah, no.
Most of them.
It was quite a long call as well. It was like free Zoom cycles.
At least, yeah.
So 2 hours and a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so it's funny because like with Zoom kicking you out every 40 minutes, we definitely went through 3.
At least
maybe
3, yeah.
even 4.
I would also, just before we get onto this.
Yeah.
Why is everyone still using Zoom? They have such bad security.
Huh.
Like all the flaws on both Mac and Windows, especially Mac though.
Yeah.
It's really compromised. Everyone knows about these flaws. It's banned in a ton of workplaces now, and yet everyone's still using it. And it's like, why? Use Google Hangouts or Skype.
No
or
one
Discord.
uses Google Hangouts.
But no one used Zoom a month ago either.
True.
Yeah, I just think it's interesting that people have defaulted to this platform, and like, you can't convince other people. So like even my parents are quite security conscious, like tech wise.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we'll Zoom call, it'll be fine. I'm like, I don't know. So I'm definitely like, I'm doing my Zoom calls on my laptop, not my desktop, because like,
You don't want anyone
no
in there.
And I don't do any banking on my laptop or anything like that. So like,
Oh, that's fair.
like there's nothing that you could get access to.
Oopsie doopsie.
But yeah, I definitely for people that have one device, I would.
Oopsie doopsie.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting that it's fine. Like I'm sure it's okay, but if you do
Yeah.
get hacked, I think it's like one of those things where you're like, yeah, no, I knew that was a
Yeah.
thing.
No, I mean like the probability is so low.
Yeah.
And then with a lot of things, I'm like, what would they steal from me? But money is definitely something that is like, I would definitely care if someone stole money from me.
You heard it here first. He cares about money.
Well, I know
Most
there's
people do.
there's so much information about me out there.
Yeah.
And like I'm
yeah.
happy to share a lot of stuff, like share a lot of my
Well,
my
even I think
personal
it's amazing.
information
Like
stuff, but like
addresses are
mm,
for everyone. They're online. Like
Yeah.
if you're on the voting register, your address is online. You have to do some digging, but it's kind of scary how much you can actually find out about someone. But yeah.
yeah,
Anyway, your 10-person Zoom call. That was
exactly. 6-person Zoom
Yeah.
call. No, but it's funny because like that group of friends is like super tight knit. And I mean, you sat in with my family Zoom calls. You sat in with the call yesterday. And it's just funny to have someone like new come in and I don't know. It definitely adds something because like it's not the same dynamic. It's a different dynamic and
I hope in a good way.
I mean it's refreshing.
Oh no, in a good way. It's different. It's definitely different.
It's definitely different. No, it was fun. I had fun.
I had fun.
You had fun.
I quite like meeting new people anyway.
Yeah.
And like especially like your family, seeing how they interact is so different to mine. I just find it fascinating because you're what, one of four? One of four.
Yeah.
Whereas I've got two stepsisters, but I was essentially raised an only child because they're
Uh-huh.
so much older than me. By the
Yeah.
time I moved in, they were pretty much out. So I've never really had that brother-sister dynamic, like us against the parents or anything like that.
Oh.
Because I just can't, you know. Or always like memes by like, oh, you know, you blame your sibling. I'm like, nah, you know, it's me or no one.
Yeah, fair enough.
So it's really interesting to see all of you
Interact.
and
Yeah.
stuff.
No, I think it's so funny. Like definitely when you meet someone's parents or like see them interact with family and stuff, you're like, oh, I definitely know where these things are coming from. I definitely know why. I don't know why Jonas turned out that way because he's like the youngest of this group of siblings and stuff. So yeah, it could be.
Yeah,
I get that.
it's nice. I mean, your family are all lovely.
Thank you. I'll pass that on.
Yeah,
You should be watching this.
they
though.
should be watching. You don't need to pass anything on. See you.
Well, I'll quiz them.
We'll quiz them. Be like, what did Josh say about you?
What did Josh say?
I'll wait to do the timestamps till after.
Yeah.
So they have to watch at least 13
They have to
minutes in.
watch.
I can tell you my family will not watch it. My
Ooh.
mum might.
Hmm.
Bruce maybe if he's really bored. I doubt my sisters will.
Hmm.
This is the difference between our families.
I don't know if they watch that.
They better.
I'll definitely tell them to now.
Yeah, I know for sure.
But
But no, it'd be interesting to know what you guys how you guys are managing it as well. Like, are you doing the whole family Zoom calls?
Yeah.
All
I don't
that
know.
stuff.
I mean, it's also obviously a huge difference between our situation and the people that went home because there are so many
Oh no.
who went home to their parents, which, I mean, I also understand, and I was thinking about doing that, like, as one of my options, decided against it, obviously. No, but,
yeah.
I mean, you also mentioned, like, the 6-person flat sharing situation, and
Yeah.
you don't get on with a lot of them, and people go home. Like, I wouldn't want to stay in a huge flat
I would
all by
much rather
myself.
live with my parents than a flatmate I didn't get on with.
Yeah.
But then I wouldn't want to live with a flatmate I didn't get on with during term time anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'd ever find myself in that situation.
Mm. But you hear about that so often.
All the time. But no, like, I moved out of home like 4 years ago.
Uh-huh.
That's a good chunk of time. I'm not sure I could do months living at home anymore. Just like life schedules are so off. I'm a bit of a night owl.
No, I mean the thing is like it's not like you fall out with your parents just because you moved out, but you do develop
Mm-hmm.
a different rhythm.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Wow, jinx. Yeah, no, but like just the way you go about living your life, and the things you need to be comfortable, or the things you don't care about and someone else might care about. Yeah, but and you definitely notice those things once you have moved out.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And so it's mom, dad, it's nothing against you.
Well, I would say the other way. I get on better with my parents now that we're not living in the same place.
Ah.
Because, like, I'm definitely... So, both of mine are early morning.
Uh-huh.
Very early morning people.
Same.
You know, and I'm much more... I want to be up till 2 or 3, even working or gaming or watching films or something. You know, I'm still awake and active. And I'd much rather sleep past then. At least 9, 10 o'clock. And just kind of... arise and still be fresh and productive, but like I can go. So I used to get up for school at 6.
Ooh.
So I definitely can function, but naturally,
what you tend to.
I would be what I tend to. So living at home for a long period of time, I'd want to default to that. And it's like, oh, can you be quiet? And you're like, it's just annoying, you know.
Yeah. No, then you're getting in each other's way.
Yeah, but now that we're like different cycles, I can easily interact. Every now and then my mum will phone me at night and I'm like, hello. Like, have you had breakfast? I'm like, no.
That would be so much worse for me as well, because obviously there's a time difference. So
yeah, of course.
My parents get up at silly times. I mean, they get up when they usually go to work, which is, it's not usually now, but something like 5:30 a.m. because they're both like, oh, I want to be at work like the very first to be there. So my dad like basically wants to work off all his emails before anyone else gets there to pester him.
I mean, fair,
that is so fair.
You also get there before rush hour and can leave before rush hour.
Yeah, exactly. So they basically come home before 5 p.m. and then actually have like a good chunk of the day still, which I totally get. But like 5:30,
props.
That is steep.
I mean,
honestly, but I do have to say, like, I am way more productive in the AMs.
Okay.
So everything before 11 a.m. I think is my prime working time. So if I do want to get work done, I would have to get up early.
So it's interesting because sometimes, like, even now, not that it's very arduous, but like we'll go to bed or like. I rephrased that. We'll stop watching a film. We'll go to sleep, and I'll just come for in, do a timestamp thing, and just watch an hour of us at like 3 a.m. while you're presumably sleeping. But then you are always up before me, so that makes sense. But no, it's interesting because I'm definitely like, oh, okay, no, I can do some work now. You know, it's quiet, no one's talking.
That's true.
No distractions. Whereas like during the day,
am I a distraction?
A little bit. I mean,
in the best way.
Yeah, but like if I had to choose between playing video games, watching movies, chilling with chat with you, or sitting in here on my own for an hour doing timestamps, it's not a hard choice, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas I know you're going to go to sleep and everyone that's gaming is asleep and I'm like, okay, cool, now I'll do that. I'm still awake, you know?
Fair enough.
Whereas in the morning, nothing's happening either, but I'm tired.
No, that's not like, oh, I'll wake up. You know what I'll do? Timestamps.
Yeah, like that's such a productive way to start the morning. I'm not sure I come for it and be like,
not like you do that anyways.
Well, I also don't want to start the day by looking at screens straight away.
That's true.
I try not to. I try and actually, that's my no screen time.
Smart.
Whereas I don't get the whole like dodgy sleep if you're looking at screens before bed. Like, I know a lot of people don't sleep right, but I'm definitely fine with that kind of stuff.
I don't usually, like, I think 2 days ago, I definitely, like, I spent a good hour or so on my phone before I went to sleep, and I think that messed me up because the entire next day I had a headache.
I think, though, so I always run with these lights on the bed. So if I'm like on my phone before I sleep, I always have them on just as like another light. Because I think if you're in pitch black and you've got this tiny little box that you're staring into, I do think that is like your eyes are so focused on that one thing. That
and I definitely have a problem with just like focusing. I can tell, like also playing games and stuff. Yeah. I'm definitely not there yet where I actually look at the entire screen and like
peripheral vision.
Yeah, what is it? Peripheral vision. Yeah, no. So I'm always locked in on something very specific. My gosh.
But no, like I am aware of that. Going back to Zoom calls,
Uh-huh.
like changing dynamics. Like I understood that was quite a tight friend group.
Uh-huh.
Like you can figure out when everyone kind of knows each other. You've all got in jokes. I'm sitting there like, I'm glad you're speaking English, but somehow I still don't know what you're talking about. But like even more so with a family, because obviously like everyone's in the family, and I'm just sitting there like, hello. And I'm always like, should I be here? But then it's like, well, like it, yeah. As long as they don't mind, I'm sure they. Or you're definitely could say,
I could be like, mute myself, turn to you, and be like, Josh, now is probably a good time.
Go. But no, like especially the second one, you were in the chat from my family.
But
like I think that's fine because we can obviously talk, as you can see.
Yes.
So I think that does help because when there's nothing in common, like it can start a bit more of a conversation and you can converse.
Yeah. When you have chatty people, that might.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is hard not to talk over people on Zoom.
Oh yeah, it happens that happened yesterday so often when like two people start talking at the same time and both just don't stop, and you're like, first of all, I don't know who to react to first. Second of all, I would want to tell both of them I didn't get what you were saying.
See, I just think because one of your friends was really nice and was like, oh, wait, Jonas said something or Josh said something, I was like, that's great enough. I'm quite quippy.
Mm-hmm.
So if I like say something, it's usually like making a joke. So then if you have to like say it again, you're like, it's not funny anymore.
No. Especially when like everyone is listening intently.
Yeah, you're like, that's just not really my humor. It doesn't work in that setting at all. It's like when someone's like, oh, why is that joke funny? You're like, don't ask. It's not funny anymore. As soon as you have to explain it.
Were you talking about someone? I was like, yeah, not you. Who? Someone else here? I was like, okay.
Oh man. Yeah, you gotta watch for sure.
Yeah. I do love that mute button though.
Well, I like it because you all speak in German. Although, in saying that, your family, you're always the first one to default to German.
Yeah. I don't know. Well,
they all try really hard. You guys try so hard. Thank you.
I presume it's because I now as a default always speak in English, and so when I do call them, I'm like, it's time to speak German now. Time. And for them, because they always speak German, it's like, we'll speak English now, so it's I do the switch the other way around.
I see.
The switch.
I could learn German, but
you could.
I won't.
You have also expressed the interest to learn German because you think it's a beautiful language.
Oh yeah, so flowery and poetic.
It is. It is very poetic. I mean, we have Goethe.
It's so
and
aggressive.
We have Schiller. And we have...
Keep going.
Lots of poets.
Okay. We got Robert Burns and Shakespeare and...
He's not Scottish.
Oh, you want Scottish only?
Yeah.
We got Robert Burns. and Robert Burns.
And Robert Burns.
Poetry's not my thing.
We're both not
literate.
Literate. We're both not literate. Yeah, that's why we never write down a script, because we just
don't know how. We do it in one of those like symbol fonts, like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, we make pictures like talk about.
It's got music notes. You're like, yes, the musical shows.
That was quite funny actually, because my group of friends, they're like musical people, they're dance people, they're like Disney people, and so that was very interesting for me to watch you with them, because we had said in the previous episode that music.
Which of course, because you saw it.
Oh no, it's the musical live stream thing.
Yeah, we watched 8 hours of music, so you don't have to.
So you don't have to, exactly. No, but we were like, or you said that musical is definitely out of the music genres.
It's not the one I don't like.
Yeah. So I was like,
pretty much the only one though.
Pretty much opposite them. And then dancing, I don't know, is probably one of your less favorite sports out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a great dancer. I like singing.
And then Disney is also probably not on your favorite.
In terms of movies, I don't know. Depends what you class as Disney films. In terms of companies, they're awful. They're a terrible corporation. That doesn't stop me.
Or like a
Flatmate
Disney.
books.
I don't know, because Disney basically owns so much now. It's hard to say like that is Disney.
That's the thing. It's like, okay, so they own the rights to Star Wars. Does that include
Yeah.
all the Star Wars films, or just the post Disney Star Wars films?
Uh-huh.
Or like, they own Fox. Does that mean all the X-Men films are out?
No.
But that, you know, it's like,
No.
who owns what now? Because
No.
technically it is a Disney, but it's
Yeah.
not. But okay, it's like fine.
It's now owned by Disney.
So yeah, or like even Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Sony or Disney? Even in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's still technically Sony,
Mm-hmm.
but it is a Disney film.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I think most people would.
So many levels.
I know. It's great. Whereas Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which
Uh-huh.
is by far the best one,
Yeah.
is Sony.
Is Sony.
Well done, Sony. Although,
We
actually,
want more of that.
there was a thing. So Disney wanted the rights to... Well, they wanted the right to X-Men.
Uh-huh.
They couldn't get them, so they just bought Fox.
Yeah.
Seems fair. They wanted the rights to Spider-Man.
I would do that.
Sony refused to sell them. Rightfully so.
Uh-huh.
You know, they've held on to them for decades now. So Disney tried to buy Sony. Not even just the like picture house thing, like Columbia Pictures and stuff that Sony own. Just all of Sony.
Oh.
As a technological company, you know, that makes cameras and audio equipment and speakers and headphones. And you're like,
Guys.
but it was obviously denied because it would give them a huge monopoly.
Yeah, yeah.
In the film thing, there'd only be like 2 other studios left, like Universal and Paramount.
Uh-huh.
DreamWorks, that's it. In terms of like big players in the game.
Yeah.
I probably missed a lot there, like New Line Cinema, but like big players. Because obviously Weinstein's gone.
Yep.
Which used to be, I mean, they owned a lot.
They did, yeah.
All right. But yeah, so that got denied. But I was like, that's such a arse move to be like, oh, we can't have it? We'll have all of
We're
it,
just
you
gonna
know.
buy you. Yeah. It does make you wonder how much, just like in terms of cash at the ready, Disney
Must be
has.
billions.
Must be so much.
Or like stuff that's easily sellable, like stocks.
yeah.
In other things. I reckon they've got a lot just ready to go.
That's incredible.
It's not all tied up in property.
Yeah.
And
no,
even
for
like
sure.
Disney Land, Disney World, whatever,
Mhm.
both of them. That in itself is what most businesses are.
Mhm.
Like, you know, you've got sort of like Legoland or whatever all the other theme parks are called these days.
Mhm.
But like, that's an entire money-making thing.
Yeah.
And you got these movies that are making billions on their own, which is
Yeah.
bigger than most companies.
Yeah.
And that's like, you know, one film, they're like, oh, okay, cool, the next one's out in 3 months. You want to see that as well? It's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
they're just...
No, it's crazy, especially with like how much they do own now.
Yeah.
They
like,
can't just shell out film after film after film.
Yeah. It's
Crazy.
Oof. No, I mean, good for them. It's a great,
Yeah.
great business, but I think the way they've done it is a little bit...
It is very shady now.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem fair anymore.
Well, this thing, for a company to be that rich, like stuff like, okay, Mandalorian,
Uh-huh.
which did come out 5 months later in the UK than it did in the US. Maybe there was some restrictions in that. I don't know. I don't think there was. But okay, fine. Even if that's the case, they're still releasing it week on week in the UK. So that if you buy it at week 1, you have to pay for at least 2 or 3 months of Disney Plus. And then all their shows are staggered. So once one show ends, the next one comes out. Once that ends, the next one comes out. They're all made, you know? They could just go, you know what, you're in quarantine. There's the lot.
Yeah.
You know?
So many do that.
Yeah, and worse than that, actually. Mandalorian A would be better in that format. We'll talk about that later because you've not catched up probably.
I haven't.
It'll be
seen
all out in
everything.
the UK in like 2 days, so
Yeah.
we'll watch that then. But also, it's all aired already. It's in the US. It's
Yeah.
online. You can watch
People
it.
have seen it.
You know, a lot of people have seen it, and it's that kind of like, well, why not? You know, you don't need the extra £5 for these people that are going to buy it. We're paying for it anyway.
Especially most people get it for a year. So like
Yeah, you're not making
you get
any more.
you get a year subscription.
I was really disappointed about that because I was like, especially now the world climate, that'd be like a nice goodwill gesture. Most people are paying anyway. You're not losing anything.
Yeah,
They have billions,
that's true.
and they're like, oh no, you have to wait week for week. It's intense, and that show will be better all in one anyway.
Interesting.
But no, yeah, all our friends are very Disney people.
Very Disney people. Oh, for sure. They all they all have a specific character that they are like.
Okay.
So one of them is, I don't know if we should mention names, but like one of them is Snow White, and one of them is Belle, and one of
Who
them
are
is
you? Gaston.
It wasn't. That's not quite clear because I'm like several.
Oh, you're like several characters. 'Cause
Yeah.
You're so multi-dimensional.
So I'm
mentioned.
3, I would say.
Okay.
So I'm the Beast,
That makes sense.
Because I was just me in the dance crew. Because I was doing all the flips and stuff.
Or were you like the star member of the dance crew?
I was the acrobat of the dance crew.
So the one that everyone goes, woo!
When I do flip, then everyone goes, woo!
Woo!
Usually, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Usually. No, so that was one. Second one was Tinkerbell. I'm Tinkerbell. And...
Because you're tiny.
Maybe. Ooh, I've never thought of maybe.
You're like, oh, Tinkerbell's so
Guys,
cute and lovely.
is that why I'm Tinkerbell?
Why would you think you're Tinkerbell?
I didn't say I was Tinkerbell. That was ascribed to me.
Okay, why would they say you're Tinkerbell?
Why would I think they would say that I'm Tinkerbell?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know, because I'm magic.
Right, okay, it's definitely your height. I'm sorry to ruin your friend group for you.
And the last one is Mushu.
Mushu, the dragon.
Yeah,
nice. He's
dragon.
not even, you got written out of the last film.
Yeah. But I can, like, that I think is more obvious because it's like a spoofy, funny.
Fair. I haven't
character.
actually seen, I have seen Mulan.
Okay.
But only once, and it was many, many years ago on VHS.
Oh, yeah, great.
Yeah, like old school.
Good.
I
good.
think this is a good point for a halfway pee break.
Pee break.
So, feeling refreshed.
Oh, so much lighter.
So much better. Hope you had you can pause the video, have a
Maybe
wee
that's
pee.
why I'm Tinkerbell, because I can fly.
I thought you were going to say 'cause you were tinkering.
Tinkering?
Tinkling.
Tinkling?
Yeah,
What is tinkling?
like peeing.
Oh.
For our,
Is that a word?
a tinkle.
Tinkle?
Yeah.
That's
definitely a
a
phrase.
great word.
Yeah.
Tinkle.
Yeah, go for a wee tinkle.
I like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
Maybe
like
that's
that.
like an Edinburghism. That's actually right.
Yeah.
Speaking of isms,
Isms.
Edinburgh slang, so that's where I'm from.
Yeah.
There's not a lot, but every now and then I'll be like, do you want to chum me to the shops?
Yes.
Which is such a specific... I didn't realise this at all. I just presumed it was Britain? Scottish, maybe?
Uh-huh.
But like, oh, chum me to the shops. And people are like, you want me to chum you? And I'm like, yes, to the shops. And they're like,
To the...
what does that mean? And it's like, to come with.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm like, oh, do you want to chum me to the post office? You know, I need to drop off a letter. So it's like, oh, come with to the post office. Just like, be my chum on my way to the post office. So, like, chum is like a friend. So,
Okay, no, I didn't know
yeah,
that
okay,
either.
chum is British, for
Okay.
sure. That's like a very English thing of like, oh, all right, chum, how you doing? You know?
Okay, yeah.
But like, to chum me to the post office would be like, oh, come with me to the post office.
Yeah.
You know, just keep me company.
yeah.
But I think it's a great expression, and no one uses it. And
It's
because come with
underused.
is so like, you know,
Do you want... Yeah,
come
it's
with
also
me
it's
to
just
the post office.
it's
It's telling.
too many words for that.
Yeah. Whereas like, oh, do you want to chum me? It's like, yeah.
Chummy.
So,
Chummy,
yeah.
chummy to the shops.
You should all start using it now.
You should.
Worldwide thing. But even in Glasgow, like Glaswegian people are like, I was like, it's
Yeah.
literally 40 minutes on the road. How has this not reached this far yet?
Chummy to the shops. No, but like you also... Like, this happened yesterday as well. No one can really tell where you're from. It's always like, what is your accent?
So I've been asked in my local Tesco, which is like our supermarket,
So often.
in like the one in the town I'm from.
Oh.
And they're like, oh, how long did you move here? And I was looking at the checkout lady like, always. What? Like, I moved into this house when I was 6, but I've always lived here.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, interesting. I was like, what? Like, you've probably come further than I have.
Yeah.
Which is bizarre. But no, yeah, your friends guessed. What did they guess?
I would have guessed American or Australian.
Oh, not Australian, surely. Go Kiwi at least. Australian's got such a twang to it. You alright, mate?
Alright, mate. I
G'day.
can't do it. I
I need some like warm-up practice.
Warm-up.
Watch some Big Lads show.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but I think it is interesting because it's like it doesn't seem British for sure, but you don't have a twang, so like that rules out a lot of American and
Canadian, Australian.
well, I don't know. Canadian doesn't have a lot.
I
of
get
twang.
Canadian a lot.
Yeah,
That's probably
I
the
get
most
that.
common guess.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't think. I mean, maybe slightly more than most people from Edinburgh. There's like a little bit of a. I guess my voice is quite high, relatively, so maybe it just sounds a bit more. Oot. Oot.
No, but
Oot.
I think that's fair because like, just in terms of register,
Yeah.
I think North Americans speak higher.
Yeah, for sure. It's because I'm so friendly and jolly.
Yes. I don't know if that's like actually why they do it.
No, they're faking it for sure.
No, I think, but that's so interesting because like French they usually, to me at least, they speak in
bonjour.
Yeah, they speak in lower registers. Well, that's it. It's not because they have lower voices, obviously, but it's just the
way that
what part of their
Interesting. Yeah. No, I definitely wasn't surprised when people are like, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I guess a lot." I think the tells for
because
me
I'm
is
mysterious.
British, so I say it British.
British.
I still don't pronounce my T's
British.
if they're in the middle of a word.
In the middle.
So that's quite Scottish.
Scottish.
So I think that's the giveaway of where I'm from.
Fair,
but obviously
fair.
you can change that and be like Scottish.
Scottish.
It'd be very well spoken. yeah, I get rid of it.
Do you have like in school have some kind of like where they try to teach you some proper way of like
not speaking? You learn to write
Speaking?
properly.
ah
And I think if you can write properly, you can speak properly.
okay, because I know of friends who are in like southern Germany in Baden-Württemberg, Swabia.
Is that like the dodgy part?
No, that's
Okay.
No.
That's where, sorry?
No, both southern German states, so Baden-Württemberg and Bavaria are quite like, you know, that's where Baden-Württemberg is where Porsche and Mercedes and stuff.
Oh, okay, so that's quite a posh bit, presumably.
And Bosch, and it's
Bosch.
we
Made in Poland. We're on to
No.
you. Yes.
No,
Yes.
definitely have big
Oh no!
big
They
factories
make
and-
their high end products in Germany, but the majority of stuff that just has Bosch on it is made in Poland.
Okay,
So
I
yeah,
get
I
that.
worked for a dishwashing company. I know
It's
what's
okay.
up.
I think that's
fine.
That's totally fine.
It's better than China.
That is much better than China,
Yeah.
just in terms of proximity.
Yeah.
No, but like I know of friends who went to school there that had like also Swabian, not like as a
like
subject,
dialects.
but like they would definitely teach them.
Oh, so teach them how to speak Southern or like normal German?
I think, no, I think they would teach them. I'm not sure if they were just
Which way
both
they taught,
or if they would focus on this is proper like high German.
I love that you have like a high version of your language.
I don't know
what
if
do
it
you
like
speak? High
properly
English?
exists. I'm not exactly sure which
To be
dialect
fair,
that would be.
That is the same in English, because when you've got the little things to
Uh-huh.
click on, you can click on English United Kingdom or English American, which is useless.
That's how I spell stuff.
I know. Every time you're like, oh, do you want to have a wee look over this essay? I'm like, all the Z's need to go.
They need to go. All the U's need to be added.
Oh, in saying that,
It's
Z
ridiculous.
as a letter.
Uh-huh.
So I know in Britain it's pronounced Z,
Yeah.
but the song is meant to rhyme.
Uh-huh.
So like now you know your ABC, come and sing along with me.
Mm-hmm.
So it has to be Z in the song. And that's of course how I learned the alphabet, like everyone else in the world.
Yeah.
So I maintain that it should be Z.
It should be Z.
Yeah.
With a, instead of a C, it should be a Z.
What's C?
S and Z is the difference. C,
Z.
Z.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm not explaining it to you. I'm explaining it to our studio audience.
I don't understand what you're explaining though.
The difference between C,
I'm sure they know the difference between C and Z.
but in terms of the
Do they
sound.
not? Is that not a thing in Germany?
No, it is.
Okay, so they will know the difference between those two letters. They're
Okay.
opposite ends of the alphabet.
Yes, no, like what the difference between the letters are. No, but like in terms of distinguishing them, if you don't say Z, which is a very obvious.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was like, what the hell is going on?
So let's go through the alphabet once again. A.
Okay,
B,
so
C.
yes, so
Yeah.
Z, so it's not mulled up with.
Yeah,
C.
yeah.
I understand.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. Sorry, I was like, what? I understand the difference between
This
the two
happens
letters.
way too often. No. He just doesn't get me.
In saying that, I learnt my months in order as well,
Oh.
and sometimes I have to like run through from a certain point. Like if you said to me, "What's the 8th month?" I'd be like,
Yeah.
you know, just to double check, because you don't want to be wrong. It's August, by the way, I know, but like, you don't want to get wrong.
No, you don't want to get.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
it's so difficult to go like back months though. So like especially then across a year, and you're like, okay, it's April and 7 months ago, and you're like,
Hand time.
No, even then it's like, I don't get it.
I've once had a complete brain fart. And
Uh-huh.
was like trying to figure out. It was over like a semester,
Uh-huh.
and I missed out October, which is the month my birthday's in.
Oh.
And I was sitting there, I was like, this doesn't add up. And I was like, I've forgotten a month. It must be one of the unimportant ones. I was like, wait, no. It's the most important one. It's like September, November, December. Like, that's got a ring to it. That sounds about right.
Yeah, no, it absolutely does.
At the end of quarantine, we're all going to be struggling. But like, how old are you? Like 37, I think.
How
Now?
long have you been in quarantine? I don't know. What year
It's
is
been
it?
7 years.
Oh no. Oh, I love this. You also mentioned this. You captioned this empty sheet of notes for today's chat.
Yes.
Jonas got some chat.
Question mark.
Question mark.
Do you?
That is fair.
We've done well so far.
I mean, we're just chatting
In saying
away.
that, I did have a thought about... Yes, you said your friends are all musical friends.
Yes.
So we did get a comment on one of our other videos on...
Yes.
We should have to sing a song. We asked to sing a song.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's fair. And of course, the kind people that you Germans are...
Yes.
Hi, Germans.
They were very helpful in
And
suggesting
they
songs.
only suggested musical songs. Which I'm like, it's the one genre.
Yeah.
Just don't wanna... we had a flick through the Hamilton soundtrack today. I'm not impressed. Like, it's fine. I'd rather do Eminem. I don't want to have to learn a new rap.
I think you should have to like sit through all of the soundtrack.
That's a long soundtrack. That's
and then
really
you can,
long soundtrack.
and then you can tell me that you don't like it.
No.
No, I think that would be very long.
But we did agree 3 weeks. If quarantine's still on, then we'll start to learn it. So we've got 3 weeks of peace and quiet.
No, I mean, it was like because I did start singing Defying Gravity during the during the chat, and then at the very end we were like, oh, suggest songs, and that's why Defying Gravity was suggested. And then
But that's... Yeah, you can sing that. If you want.
and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, you should do Sharpay's version of You're the Music in Me and Humu Humu Nuka Nuka Apua. So two
One
songs
of my
from
favorites.
High School Musical 2. And then I was like, actually, more than half jokingly, I said like, you know, guys, I can just do a High School Musical 2 medley. And they all took it for real and were like, yeah, that would be awesome. And so during the call, they were like, so Jonas,
how's the medley?
Yeah, how far along are you with the medley? I was like, yeah. So guys, I'm not sure. I'm especially like because I said, oh, please make it easy because I have limited skills on the guitar.
And that's the only instrument we have access to.
That's the only. So if I don't want to go like weird with backing tracks, I don't think that would be good. Ooh, it's doable.
I just leave it.
It's the machines.
The machines. The rise of the machines.
The rise of
We've
the
been
machines.
watching Terminator, but we're not going to talk about that yet.
No.
We've watched the first 3.
Yeah.
So pity us.
But that's where
We're up to. We're not going to talk about it anymore because that's going to be our next retrospective.
Exactly. No, but so far actually just musical suggestions.
Yeah. So any other songs, please?
Yeah.
Anything else?
For Josh's sanity,
I just don't want to listen to
please
it.
suggest other songs.
Just actual music.
Actual music.
Yeah, like Stolen Dance by Milky Chance. The greatest song that ever
Oh, we
was
could
or will
actually
be.
totally do that. That's not a lot of lyrics to learn.
I already know it.
Not a lot of lyrics to learn.
Wow, alliterative skills.
Yeah. No, we could
Sibilance.
totally do that.
Yeah.
I don't think I could play that on the guitar. I would have
It's
to.
just chords.
I would have to. No, but he does the picking. He does the boom, cling, boom, boom, cling,
That's
boom,
true.
cling, boom.
And
That's
yeah,
exactly
I can't.
what
I
he
used
does.
to play the guitar, but I can't anymore because I have no feeling in my fingers.
I feel it
in my fingers. No. Yeah. So I have no.
Tell us the story.
Tell us the story. This is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. I was working as a barman in Francia.
Francia.
And
I don't know.
France.
Yeah.
Yes, in Courchevel, 1850 actually. It's very, very nice. Most expensive ski resort in the world, I believe. Lots of millionaires and billionaires. And I was...
That's where you want to be.
So, yeah. To be fair, no. Everything's super expensive.
Do they give good tips though?
No, because this is the thing. So we worked in a hotel that was like...
What?
Just expensive enough
Yeah.
that people could afford it.
Oh.
You know,
but
so
they
people
don't
would
have
save
the...
up all year and go, and that was all their money there.
Mm.
So they didn't tip the cleaners, they didn't tip the bar staff, they didn't tip the waitresses, and they couldn't afford to drink anywhere else except the bar. And worse than that, they actually
Shocking.
complained because it was €7 a pint, but you could get like a 10-pint card for €5 each.
Okay.
So €50, which to be honest isn't bad. And we're talking if you went to any bar in Courchevel, it's €10 a pint, right? Like nowhere else is that cheap. And I was actually good as well. I gave them pints because, of course, in France it's 500 ml.
Yeah.
So I always filled up the pint glasses with a pint.
Yeah, which is 563 mil, I think.
Yeah. So you're
500.
welcome. I'm a good barman.
63.
You know.
Yeah.
And yeah, they were a bit useless, but people always complain. I was kind of like, look, okay,
Fair.
go find your cheaper pint then if this is too expensive. And they always came back the next night like, yep, cool, thank you. And I was like, hello. But the people I was working for were a little bit lax on rules. So the store for the bar, there was two. There was the alcohol store and then the kind of juice and lemons and limes and all that stuff. So the alcohol store was through like a cupboard way underneath, which is fine. That was easy to get to, and the kegs as well. But the juice and all that was in the kitchen store. You weren't allowed in the kitchen unless you had the special kitchen shoes. But they were like, who cares? You know, just do it because the chefs are chefs. You know, fine. So
if you need to do like a quick run for the cranberry juice to mix up some...
Yeah, you had to run for the kitchen and down the kitchen store, which was, you know, not great. Anyway, we were out of grenadine, which
classic.
Is like some berry juice stuff. So I went down to grab some grenadine. You know, I always did the thing. I was like, ask the chefs, like, oh, can you get me some? They're like, do it yourself. I was like, okay, fine. So I went down, and of course it's slippy, and I'm in like proper like smart dress shoes because I'm a barman. Fancy restaurant. You know,
look nice.
Got my bottles of grenadine. I'm walking up the stairs, and I slip on the 4th stair down. And natural human reaction, I put my hands out to stop myself, with a glass bottle in each hand, hit right on the corner of the step, and they smashed straight onto each hand. And I've been like first aid trained my entire life. So I'm like kind of looking at my hands and a little bit like, you know, what's happened hasn't really kicked in, but I'm like, I am bleeding. I will cover and raise and go to the sink. And I'm like, okay, this is what I should be doing.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine. And I kind of look at the floor, and the grenadine's like lighter red than the blood. Yeah. And there's this puddle of grenadine on the stairs, and the rest of the kitchen is just covered in blood. And I was kind of like, okay, this is fine. Cool. I'll just keep it there. And I kind of like sneak peeked. I was like, okay, this isn't.
It's like no
good.
Food service for half an hour. We need to clean the kitchen.
Well, luckily it was after dinner.
Oh,
I was got really lucky. Yeah. My boss came in, the hotel manager.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, I need to have a look." And I was like, "Are you sure?" It's like, "Yeah, no worries." And I was like, "Okay, fine." So I kind of like angled it towards the sink and just kind of went, and it was like arterial, like pumping out. Yeah. So it was just like boom, 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 and I was like, okay. And she was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna puke." I was like, "Yes, that's not helping me." Great, you know. Cool.
Oh,
meanwhile, like the
scary
KPs, the kitchen porters that do the washing, were like starting to like mop up, and I was like, "This is sorry, guys." Yeah. Like, no, it's fine. I'm like, "Yeah, you should have got me the bloody grenadine," but okay. And yeah, so after like a minute, I was like, "It's not stopped. Like, it's not gonna stop." She's like, "Okay, yeah, we need to get you to the med center." I was like, "Okay, I'll just go."
Yes.
I'll just go. And they were like, "No, I'll go with you." I was like, that makes more sense. But luckily, it's a ski resort. They've got like very high-end like doctor surgeries.
Yeah.
So I got in. They got me straight on the table. And like they injected my left hand with morphine. Which, A-okay. And started
not just the hand was A-okay after that.
But obviously I had cut both hands pretty badly, but the left was definitely worse. It was right down the fingers. I could see the bone, which is so cool.
Is it though?
I don't know, but this is the thing. It's one of those things. I was like, no one will ever like. I had this image imprinted in my brain, but I want it forever. So with my right hand, which was still squirting out blood, I reached for my phone, and the doctor like hit my hand away. I was like, no. I was like,
no.
Fair. I mean,
can you take a picture for me though?
I was like, but I'm never gonna see this again. So he's like stitching it up, and that's all fine. He does these two fingers and down a bit, and then he goes for the other hand, and he just goes doof, and like I was like screaming. I was like, ah! And he just kind of left. It's like a fish hook they use to stitch, and he was like, oh, sorry, or pardon. Yeah, he's like, oh, pardon. Got another morphine thing and put it in that hand because he's only done one hand. And I was like, that was so sore.
Jesus.
So sore. But yes, I got all stitched up. And then I was like, oh, can I get my phone? He's like, no, bandaged it up. And I was like, this is
lame.
Lame.
Because when you get that off, it's going to be like all tidy.
Yeah, it was all neat. But yeah, so I have a little bit more of a bend in these fingers now. Naturally, I did a lot of physio for it, so I can move them all, but I still don't have a ton of feeling in the fingertips, which just meant stuff like playing guitar was kind of hard to figure out if I was on the string perfectly, so like that. And then after a bit of time, I was like, I've lost a year of practice. It'd be like starting back so far. And I was like, I had to relearn how to type, which was really annoying because I'd learned to touch type before.
Oh yeah.
And then again, I was like,
You think you're a better typer now, though, that you've relearned it and remastered the art of typing?
I mean, I spent a long time typing essays since uni as well.
That's true.
But yeah.
You really get into the habit now. Like, once you're like 2,000 words in.
Yeah. But no, yeah, so I have scars that you can't really see, I guess, on camera, I doubt. But they are there, and it's nice. Every now and then I bite the tip of my finger off when I'm eating a burger, which is always funny.
Really?
Well, I just don't notice, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel it now, but it's more like feeling that something's happened rather than it's sore.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, I feel pressure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, that's...
No, because you have different, like, obviously sensory cells, so pressure, heat, whatever.
Yeah, but I was really lucky. So the doctor said if I had fallen and the cut was like any lower down, I would have just died and bled out. Because like if you slash those arteries that deeply, I'd be like, yeah, no, you're dead.
God damn.
And I could have done the hand. That would have been a real pain. And I didn't sever any tendons. No, I cut the tendons, but didn't sever them.
Yeah, otherwise.
So they grew back. Yeah, so I can still move. But yeah, it was
no,
cool to see.
That stuff is so bad. Because I also know people like. I mean, it's classic, like, Oktoberfest, and people go crazy.
Of course,
I mean, this stuff, it's not his fault. Well, the fault was that someone slipped and fell, and he tried to, like, catch them, and, like, grabbed right into, like, the shattered glass.
Oh,
and it actually, like, it did cut, it was, like, it snapped back, and I don't know if I want to actually tell this. But it's, like, it's bad.
Yeah, you really gotta
those
watch.
Injuries are bad.
The thing that really shocked me about that, though, was... So I couldn't move my hands, essentially. Like, there was just nothing. I couldn't even
after
put,
the surgery.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But even, like, once the drugs all worn off, I was like, this is painful. So I couldn't even put, like, trousers on, because I'd have to, like, one finger for each belt loop to kind of, like, hike them up really slowly. And the assistant manager of the hotel came in and said, you're working tonight, or... You're getting kicked out of the accommodation. And I was like, oh, what now?
Whoa.
So I was really shocked by that, because I was like, what
shocking.
do you want me to do? I even said, I was like, what do you want me to do? Like, I can't hold a pint glass, you know, and he's like, oh, just there to like help clean stuff. You know, someone else will do that, but you need to be there. And the doctor had given me 2 weeks off work.
Yeah.
And this was only like 3 days in. And I was like, well, I've got the ticket. And they're like, no, we need you there. Wow. And I was like, well... I can't do anything. I've got this sign. I'm not doing it. The problem with Courchevel is, of course, it's so expensive that if I got kicked out of the accommodation, I have nowhere to sleep. Yeah. So I can't afford a night in a hotel there.
Yeah, obviously,
especially the pay we were getting, because, of course, we're giving accommodations. We need to pay you less. It was about £400 a month, maybe $350. It was low. Like, really, really low. They give you food as well.
Job.
They give you food as well. But
yeah, okay.
Even so, like, not enough for lunch.
Or,
like, lunch, they give you, like, this tiny baguette. And you're like, I don't know if that's going to sustain me.
No.
Especially, this is probably my peak of physical fitness when I was skiing every day.
No, yeah, I mean, especially...
Yeah, you're doing...
Do you do sports?
But yeah, so definitely not enough food to sustain.
Damn. That's so bad.
But this is the thing. So I kind of looked and I was like, you know what? It was the start of February. Like, this probably isn't going to heal in time for me to ski. And even if I was skiing again, I would be so cautious because I wouldn't want to tear anything. Because I did get warned. I was like, if you put any stress on them, your tendons will snap and you'll never be able to move your fingers again. And I was like, noted.
Okay. Yeah. Will not do.
So yeah, I booked a transfer that night,
or
that afternoon even. Got a taxi down, got a flight booked, flew back. I had to leave a pair of skis there in France. They wouldn't take him. Yeah, 2 pairs, and I was like, I can't. They were like, we only.
So they're still in France?
They are still in France. They were really cheap.
Oh, okay.
They were my
but still, like,
freestyle park skis that I just wrecked on bars. I think they're like €60. I got them all.
That's so bad though.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll just put them there and someone can have them. So hopefully someone has my skis one day. But I maintain that I own 3 pairs of skis. I'm like, they're still mine.
The possession is different now, but the ownership.
The ownership's still there.
Still yours, yeah.
I got the receipt. But no, good. I mean, I phoned the head office as soon as I got back, and I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, no,
you know?
absolutely.
And they were super, like, cool about it and stuff that, oh, you know, we can arrange to get you back. And I was like, to be honest, no. Like, I don't want to work for them. They're not nice people. I am injured anyway.
You can't work, yeah.
And they were good. They paid for my flights back and the transfer, and even paid for me to get my skis back, which they don't usually do. And I was like, thank you. Because I was still like, I mean, they're €60 a piece, €120 on top of the flight anyway.
Yeah.
And people in the airport were really nice as well. Because I know you don't mind tell people their bags and stuff, but I'm sitting there with, like, all these bags and broken hands, like, hi. It's like, can you just put it on the weigh scale? I'm like, not really.
No, I can't.
So, like, kicking my suitcase along, like, someone came up behind me, like, oh, I'm like, thank you.
Thank you. You got to take advantage of that.
Yeah, but it was a bit of a nightmare, and it definitely showed me, like, for what we do, obviously running a company now, and it's like, always just be nice to people, and people will be nice to you. You know, like, I would have done another winter season, for sure. Yeah. But am I working for them again? No. You know, no way.
No. I think that's also just, like, common sense for...
Yeah. You know, I've had a lot of bosses over the years, and the ones that are good really stand out of being, like, understanding and to the point as well. Like, you can be, if you're always honest, you can be harsh. Yeah. As long as you're praiseworthy as well. When praise is deserved, you give praise. And when you're like, okay, no, you need to buckle up and do that. Mm-hmm.
No, but that's an obvious... Like, you had a doctor's note, you couldn't physically work.
Yeah. So, like, I don't really know what you want me to do. It's like, oh, you know, clean the glasses? I was like, right.
Right. The ones that I fell into yesterday.
But even, because this is quite late into the week, and I obviously built up a good rapport with the people that drink, because everyone else was super overworked. So I used to be a cleaner waiter in the hotel, so they kind of did both. And I was so bad at making beds with, like, doctor's folds and stuff. It just took me so long. And the rule, I still maintain though, it's stupid. Because their rule was, once you're done cleaning, you can go and ski. So I am not going to give it my best. Whereas if they just said, you are working until 12. Yeah. You know, you take your time with it. But if they're like, once it's done, you know, you can go. I'm like, right, cool. I'm making sure I'm taking the least number of rooms to go. Because I was the only person there that wanted to ski anyway. None of the other staff didn't. They're like, oh, we'll go chill out in the shopping centre. No. Lame. I was there to ski, you know? So I was like, cool. And I was so bad at making beds. They were like, okay, we're going to make you waiter only, but I had more waiter shifts. I was like, okay, this is fine. Fine. And then the barman there was a little bit rubbish. And I was like, I can definitely do better. Like, I've got the chat. You know, let me talk to the guests. Because pouring a pint's easy. Oh, yeah. You know, making drinks, giving a wee bit of flair to the bottles, fine. But actually being able to talk is like another skill in itself. Making the guests feel like they're enjoying themselves at the bar. For sure. So I did That's a skill, and I was skiing with guests every single week. You know, I'd go out, they'd buy you lunch. Thank you.
So they don't tip you, but they buy you lunch.
This is the thing, once you build up a good relationship, or like, especially my first week on bar, this old couple that go there every single year showed me around the whole resort. Nice. All the three valleys, which was awesome. So we did every single run over like 2 days. It was great. That's cool. And yeah, it's like, I put up a wee note. So I went in and put up a wee note being like, yeah, no, I'm fine. Because obviously all the guests knew what happened. Because I was like running through like, hi, I'm fine. Like,
obviously not
Tarantino fine. Style sprays, you know. So I put up a wee note being like, yeah, I'm alright. I've just taken a couple of days off because I've injured my hands, but I'm okay. Thanks for your well wishes. Yeah. And like the manager took the note down because it wasn't professional. And I was like, okay, cool. So now Billy Bob's on the bar. Just being all the thing. Everyone's asking, you know. But no one's... You know, or I used to make ski routes for people, so like they'd tell me what their level was. Yeah, and I'd be like, okay, no, you want to go on this route here, and you want to be where you want to be each part of the day as well, because that's what you want to be against the sun the whole time. So there's no point being like, oh, these are really good runs, but after 3 o'clock the sun sets, you can't see the runs. Yeah. You know, you want to be in the perfect light all the time. So I did good. Wow. But stuff like that, I'm like, oh no, sorry, I can't do it for thing, or I left some stuff, and they got rid of all that, and they're like, oh no, it's not professional enough. And I was like, I'm trying to go above and beyond. Service. You know, it's additional. They're there to be like they want a friend, and like, I mean, if you're being on holiday and you like make friends with the barman or someone that works there, and it's just nice. You get like the inside track of what's going on and where to be, rather than just like, hello, what can I take? Yeah,
you also feel so much less of a tourist than. You know, you're actually enjoying yourself because you also feel like not as much of an outsider.
Yeah, no, for sure. But yeah.
Interesting.
that ended up me.
I don't know. Is that
talking
one
about
of your worst injuries though, or is because I don't know. I had like
Yeah.
three cuts like when I smashed my head. No, not cuts like that, but like busted my head open like 3 times. But that's
Fair.
the worst I've ever had. Like
I
I've never
ran
broken
into
a bone or
like
anything.
fish and chip shop. You've never broken a bone?
I've never broken a bone.
Whoa. Okay, I've broken a lot of bones.
Okay.
Well, I think 4.
While skiing,
4 or 5.
probably.
I've broken my thumb skiing,
Yeah.
wrist BMXing,
Oh, okay.
and I think I did 1 or 2 ribs windsurfing.
Oh, fair.
I'm probably broken some toes because I used to be barefoot for like a year.
Mm.
Not like on a hippie tour, like when I was windsurfing, I refused to wear flip-flops because they're just annoying. I've stood on a piece of glass that went straight up my heel.
Oh.
Like obviously that cut. I ran into like a fish and chip shop blackboard as a kid. So I've got a scar for that, like right on my head.
No, I got a
So
scar right there as well.
Yeah. So that's what that's from. It was used to be my like Harry Potter scar as a kid.
Yeah.
So like it slowly moved as of course my head's grown, it's gone up, but it used to be perfectly placed.
Nice.
I think that's it for really. I lost a couple nails.
Ooh.
One was quite recently.
Because,
It
like,
was last year.
You got something stumped
So
on
one
it?
of them was when I was putting together this whole setup,
Uh-huh.
and on the side of my bed I just whammied it with my pinky toe, and it was right before going windsurfing in Spain, and I was like, it fell off. I was like, okay. One of them I was playing hide and seek in a castle in Scotland.
As one does.
I mean, Scottish childhood, right? And I was like trying to like close the gate, and I must have been
Oh no.
8 at the time, and like
You
big
closed it.
fat black castle iron gates, and I just went doof, and I was like and my ring
I made
finger
error.
just
Yeah.
like black. I was like and I remember it
that's
fell off
bad.
very quickly. I was like, cool.
That's bad.
They regrow.
That's true. But it's just not pleasant. Is it?
Yeah, not pleasant. I lost a lot of teeth when I was a kid. Like I used to just be
Oh,
not
but the-
clumsy, but like I guess playground.
The
and
kind of teeth that
the
don't-
kind of teeth that fall out.
Yeah,
So that's
anyways.
okay.
I was like, what?
I've never lost an adult tooth.
Ooh,
Yeah, I think
madness.
that's me for injuries.
No, I don't know. I don't know if that's because I'm more careful or I don't do BMXing and windsurfing
I mean, my
to the degree
legs
of,
are
like...
covered in scars, and there's a couple of my arms from mountain biking.
Oh yeah, I mean I do have
Um,
scars from like scuffs and
Yeah,
scratches and stuff. No, but
but
like
just live a
no,
protected life.
no. See, I have to say, like the injuries that I do have are self-inflicted in that sense because of my own stupidness. Like one of them is also, I mean, I was very young. I think like 3 years old, playing hide and seek with my brother, and I also like full speed ran into a chair. That's one of them. The other one is like it was while skiing. It was the first ski holiday with the whole family, and it was like a pile of snow, and I don't know exactly how this went down, but it's like I was like, you know what? I'll climb up this pile of snow, but like obviously, while you climb up and put weight on the snow, it compresses.
Yeah.
So like I was just like not moving up, but just like compressing snow, and so I guess it was one attempt to do like a full-on boost and jump up, but I somehow did a backflip and landed on my head. I have no idea.
How old were you at this point?
Like 7?
Okay, that's acceptable. I was like, if you're over 10, I'd be
No.
worried about your sanity.
I was definitely like between 5 and 7.
Okay.
But it's like that moment of like what exactly happened between climbing and landing on my face. I don't remember. And it was like a kids ski class whatever thing.
Yeah.
So that day was like the awards ceremony of like who got down the slope the fastest, and I had placed like 3rd or 2nd or something, so I was gonna be like placed and stuff, but they gave me like a hat with like a bandage underneath because I was like bleeding. Oh no. And
I mean, I'm pretty like, because I've had some close calls skiing. So I ski with like back armor on now.
Oh yeah.
And, like a nice full face helmet just in case.
Yeah.
Because I definitely, when I started to go off piste more, had some run-ins with cliffs.
You don't wanna mess with that.
No, for sure. So I think I had one close run-in, and I was like, right, okay, no, I'm buying myself the gear. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it properly. So I think that's negated a lot of would-be injuries.
Oh, that's fair.
But yeah.
No, and the last one was definitely just dumb.
What was that?
I was I was playing with my sisters outside our apartment in Berlin, and I brought out a scooter, so I was like just
Like a scooter or a
like a
moped?
kickboard scooter.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I was just
Push
like,
scooter, yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I was like,
They can
probably
be vicious
closer
on the
to-
ankles.
Yeah.
If you like miss and it spins around.
Yeah, no, but that was not
that's
the
a
issue.
heavy issue there.
So I was just like scooting around, and I decided to do something else and place the scooter right in front of the steps that like led up to the apartment. These steps were concrete with like metal plating on the edges.
Oh no.
So when it was time for dinner and my mom called us inside, excited Jonas started running inside, tripped over the scooter and like full on
straight into the metal.
Yeah, straight into the metal. So I did not have dinner. My mom did not have dinner.
To A&E.
Yeah, we went to the hospital.
Nice.
But yeah, those are like the three times that I,
You
in my
probably
own
yourself.
idiocy.
I don't think I mean, mine are all self-inflicted, but I don't think, like, there's always some other reason. I don't think any of them are like, I set up an injury for myself,
Oh yeah.
you know?
No, so that one is
You're
actually
just
funny
an
because
idiot.
like that was dumb. It's like don't put the scooter there.
Oh, man.
So guys, always put your scooters in safe places, I guess.
Important. If you've got any injury stories to top ours,
Oh yeah.
chuck them below.
Yeah.
I want to hear how you
Be graphic,
mangled
guys. Yeah.
Yeah, full detail.
All the detail.
If you've got photos,
Oh.
it's like, that time I was shot. You'd be like, yes.
Oh no. It's
love it.
bad. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
it's
good.
always, it's always
It's always a good
I don't
story.
know,
It's a great
that's-
story.
Scars make for great stories.
Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to think if I have any really, apart from, I don't think I've got any massive dramatic scars.
No, I don't think so.
I also a shark bite scar would be really cool, but getting it, I'm not a fan of.
No.
You know, that whole
No,
process
I
of
don't
being
wanna-
eaten? No, thank you.
But it's with most things, like the story afterwards, very cool or like very funny.
Yeah.
But like usually being in that situation, no thank you.
In saying that, my hand
Yeah.
wasn't actually painful. So I think my body just went into like survival mode.
Adrenaline, probably.
Yeah. But it was just like the whole time just like pumping, and I was just like,
Mm.
this is happening. Like, I'm fine. You know, I
Yeah.
was kind of still making jokes. I was like, yeah, no, this is okay.
Okay, yeah.
Some people say, oh, it must be really sore. I was like, no.
The
Like,
stitching
I was definitely
was...
aware. Well, that one thing you put in, I was like, ah! And it was like, oh, pardon.
No, but that makes sense because if you actually felt the pain, you would not be able to function.
No, yeah, for sure. But definitely, like, I've had much less injuries that are much more painful.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that we'll wrap that up here.
Yes,
Hope
exactly.
you've enjoyed listening to us natter away.
This went a strange way, but that's good.
It's good.
Some stories about us.
I will do the timestamps today, so they'll be right there and ready.
Fun.
And tomorrow we will be playing a little bit of Shogun 2 and enjoying some Japanese culture.
Oh, yeah.
So make sure to tune in for that. That'll be 7 o'clock-ish. Tomorrow.
UK time?
UK time, 7 o'clock.
UK time.
So if you want to watch us play video games, you can. If you don't,
That's fine.
you can miss that one. And we'll be chatting about Terminator.
Exciting.
Maybe Saturday, maybe Monday. Alrighty.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll make sure Jerry gets out of his bed. And
Stop sleeping, yeah. I
like,
don't know.
subscribe, bell icon, all that.
All that.
It's what were you going to say? It's 2.
Too much sleep isn't good for him.
Yeah.
He gets grumpy.
That's the disadvantage of having a giant bear as a flatmate, for sure.
Mm.
Right.
But yeah.
Bye!
This bundle, it was stolen in a neat locality. Something crossed my mind when I looked behind. The bundle could I find upon me stick a wobbling where and all the road. But because the brogue wasn't much in vogue on the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Point the hair and turn her down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin. Like full down.